Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the first episode of my Porsche 914 build. Here's the car right behind me. The car is a 73 Porsche 914. It is originally a 2-liter model, which, you know, it's got the badge on the back. But it does not have a 2-liter in it anymore. I picked up this car just over a month ago from a guy. Sold my last car just so I could get this because it already has a Subaru EJ22 swapped into it. That's done just with a Kennedy adapter plate and flywheel. And it just bolts right up. Obviously, you got to figure other things out because this is an air-cooled car originally. So figure out a radiator setup, figure out a few other things, but I mean, it fits in there pretty good. So basically, this series is just going to be me building this car. Basically, where I want this car to be is sort of a canyon cruiser, canyon carver, you know, that sort of thing. Nice weather car, and something I can take to autocross and track days, that sort of stuff. So the engine in it runs really well, but there's a few little issues. The cooling system that was in there was terrible. It had a radiator wedged in here, right along that firewall, and that was this radiator over here actually. And there's no airflow in the engine bay, so it would overheat if I drove it too hard. So one of the things I need to do is relocate the radiator up front. I've got most of the work done, but I still need to complete it. Right now what I'm working on is doing the water pump because the water pump leaks really bad. So I've got to get that taken care of. But what else am I going to do to this car overall that we're going to cover through this series? I'm going to redo the wiring harness because, as you can see, I'm not going to open this because it's, you know, there's crap all over it. But I mean, look at that wiring. Look at it. It's just a mess. So I'm just going to redo the entire wiring harness. I'm going to fix all this rust. There's rust here. There's rust in the same spot on the other side. There's some rust on the fender. Not too bad. I've dealt with worse. Replace this door. I mean, I've already got a door and everything. This one has a dent in it. Redo the interior because it looks pretty haggard. I mean, look at the dashboard. I'll get a light. All cracked and stuff, and that seat is just done. I already have this seat recovered, sitting in my room, so that's cool. I'm also going to do 916 GT style fender flares, which are just big old fender flares on the whole thing. Put some wide wheels on it, some sticky tires. And then, you know, paint it, make it look pretty, that sort of thing. So I'm going to take you guys along with me and finish up this project. So first thing we're going to do is take care of the water pump. I actually already have the crank pulley off and the belt. So as we can see in here, I already have that piece of the timing belt cover off. I'm going to take the center piece off next, and then we can get started actually pulling it apart. Cool. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is pull off some of these bolts on the timing cover. It's pretty, you know, there's not a lot of space in here since it is mid-engine, but let me see if I can find this without looking. Okay guys, so camera died so I didn't show me doing it, but timing covers are off and they're looking pretty haggard, like, you know, broken, ripped out this one ripped out all 3 bolts with it. This one had a hole in it. This is the center timing cover. Besides the hole, it's actually not that bad, and then the other side ripped out too with it. So gonna have to get some new timing covers as well. Probably just gonna try to go to the junkyard and find something. But as you can see the timing belt now, and now I just have to pull off one of these pulleys, pull the timing belt off, and we can actually get to that water pump to fix it. So yeah, let's do that. Okay guys, so I had to go eat some dinner and stuff, but I'm back now, so Next, we're just going to get in here. We're gonna pull off this idler pulley right here. Oh, the flashlight ain't working. And then we're gonna get to the water pump, which is right here, and pull it off, replace the gasket. If it's real bad, I'll just replace the water pump, but hopefully I can do the gasket. Yeah, so I'm gonna jack up the car real quick and let's do that. This is spring loaded. This is spring loaded, so it pushes down this way on the drop the camera, just slip the belt out with one bolt undone, and I'll put that back in there so I don't lose it. Let's see. Okay, cool. So now, pull the timing belt out of the way. See how it looks. Well, there aren't any teeth missing from it, so that's good. Looks like it's a little, probably could use replaced. So this is the water pump right here. This is the pulley for the water pump. This smooth one right here. So, let's see. Oh, so it can line up the bolt here, 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 and then one on this back side that you can't see, and one in there in that little crevice. So they'll look like 12mm bolts. So we'll just pull those off real quick. You freaking idiot. Okay, so here's a water pump. Got a little bit of rust and stuff on the inside, but it spins freely. I'm not sure if it's supposed to spin easily, but it's not rough or anything. There's the gasket. Done. I'm pretty worn out. Only thing that so I'm replacing it because it leaked about half a gallon of water every time I shut the car off. And it was coming from right here on the bottom of the pump, because you can see that on the bottom of the engine without any of the parts off. And it looks to be coming from this hole. So I'm not sure what exactly that is. I'm gonna have to go look some stuff up. But yeah, the water pump's out. My gasket's not here. Might as well just replace the thermostat while I'm here. But had to take the thermostat housing off, as you guys saw, because I couldn't, it wouldn't fit past there, and then I realized I was missing forgot to take a bolt out. I missed one, and yeah, that was pretty dumb of me, but whatever, it's out now. I'm gonna go figure out what this hole is. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's actually the next day after those last clips. After doing a little research and stuff last night, I learned what the problem was. Just the whole, what's it called? This just needs replaced. This is called a weep hole, so it's leaking out of there. Basically, I just need a new water pump. So I got one. Went to AutoZone. Got myself a cheap, it wasn't too bad, it was like 60 bucks. So we're gonna throw that in. Came with a thing. And then since if you look in here, there's actually cracking and stuff, I went ahead and got a new belt as well. I didn't get all the idler pulleys and stuff, just in the whole kit because it's sort of expensive. So I just got the belt, and the water pump. So yeah, let's throw those in. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't really trust this gasket since it's not an OEM one, it's just one of the paper ones. And I have a feeling it might leak just a little bit, which is alright, as long as it didn't leak like this last one did. So I'm going to throw some former gasket liquid on it, in hopes that that just keeps everything, nice and sealed with this cheaper gasket. So let's do that. Okay, so what I was just doing now was researching. When I'm putting the timing belt back on, I've got to align, since it is an overhead cam engine and there are 2 cylinder banks, I've got to align both of the cam sprockets so that they're in time. I'm going to align that center crank sprocket as well so that they're all in time with each other, and then I can put this on and then put the tensioner back on and then bolt the covers back on and be good to go. So let's go put those sprockets in time together real quick. So let me show you. So if we're looking at the sprocket, there's a notch right there that needs to align vertical. There's a notch right there that needs to go vertical. There's another one on that sprocket, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Let's see what I'm doing here. See this hole? There's another hole in there that lines up whenever you... So basically I'm just going to tighten down this vise until those holes line up. Right over there. And I can drop, whatever in there. Keep it lined up. See. Oh, come on. So guys, the battery in my camera died, but I just wanted to show you how this belt looked installed. So here's the new water pump clamp on this hose, and this thermostat housing attached again. You can see the timing mark there on the crank. Up at the top there as well, all lined up, and tensioner is tensioning. So there we go. Now I just gotta throw the covers back on, throw the crank pulley back on, and throw the alternator belt back on, and we'll be done. Cool. So that's the end of this episode, guys. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you guys want to see some more, make sure to subscribe. Next episode will probably be diving into finishing up the radiator on this car, which is going up front here. So make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see that. Otherwise, peace out.